Good morning, students. Now we are in the lesson The Gift of the Maggie. It is written by William Sidney Potter, known by his pseudonym O. Henry. His nationality is American. So, in the lesson, we have two couples, Mr. James Dillingham Young, Mrs. James Dillingham Young. They are newly married couple. They're living a good life. They love each other. So, on a Christmas Eve, Della wants to give a gift to her husband, but her savings were very meager, that is $1.87. So she counted 3 and 4 times, but it is only $1.87. She's searching for the things to be sold, but nothing is available. Why? Because it is a rented flat. So up to that we completed in the previous year. Now in today's lesson we are going to see the remaining story here. Della finished her crying and attended to her cheeks with the power drag. She stood by the window and looked out dully at a grey cat walking a grey fence in a grey backyard. Now Della crying that on the great occasion she unable to give a good gift to her husband. She is crying. Her powder also drying from his cheeks. She stood by the window and looked out dully. Listen carefully. No, she is very dull. Again, she is seeing outside that one grey cat walking a grey fence in a grey backyard. The window, tomorrow would be the Christmas Eve. Listen carefully. The word is moving in her mind that tomorrow is a Christmas day. And she had only $1.87 with which to buy Jim a present. Listen carefully. With that small amount, she wanted to buy a gift to her beloved husband. She had been saving every penny she could for the months. Listen carefully. That amount she is saving for many months. Listen carefully. Many months she is saving that much amount only. With this result, $20 a week doesn't go far. Listen carefully. Her husband earning only $20 per week. Expenses had been greater than she had calculated. Listen carefully. Her expenses also very big only. They always are. Only $1.87 to be buy a present for Jim. Listen carefully. Now she's counting the amount, how much she saved here. That is $1.87. Again, that is not sufficient to buy a gift. Many happy hours she had spent planning for something nice for him, something fine and rare and selling, something just a little bit near to being worthy of the honor of being owned by Jim. Listen carefully. So actually, Jim loves Della. Della loves Jim. So her love is a precious, but she want to give a precious and good gift, but with the amount of that small she unable to buy a gift. That's why she is crying. That's why she is feeling very very sad. There was a pier glass between the window of the room. Perhaps you have seen a pier glass in the $8 flat, isn't it? In the room, one pier glass is there, is an $8 flat. A very thin and very agile person may be observing his reflection in the rapid sequence of the longitude strips, obtain a fairly accurate conception of this looks. Della, being slender, had mastered the art. Suddenly, she whirled from the window and stood before the glass. Her eyes were shining brilliantly, but her face had lost its color within the 20 seconds. Listen carefully. Now, when she observing her reflection in the mirror, so she is very very sad. Listen carefully. Her eyes are very crying. Again, she having very sad and moody face. Rapidly, she pulled down her hair and let it fall to its full length. Listen carefully. So her hairs are very very long hairs. She pulled her hairs to the length. Now she is sitting on the table. Now there were two positions of the James Dillingham Young in which they both took a mighty pride. Listen carefully. So even though they're living very hardful life, even though they are living the poverty life, even though that is rented flat, even though their salary was very meager, but in their home they having two things to be pride. What are those? One was Jim's gold watch that had been his father's and his grandfather's. Listen carefully. So one thing is that is a golden watch. Listen carefully. Jim having one a golden watch had been his father's. Listen carefully. That father that is his father's watch. Again, that is coming from the generations. So in their home, two precious things are there. The first one is Jim's golden watch. That golden watch is coming from the generation. The other was Della's hair. So second good thing is Della's hair. Della having long hair. Had a had the Queen of Sheba levered the flat across the air shaft, Della would be have let the hair hang out the window someday to dry, just a dep- depreciate Her Majesty jewels and gifts. Had King Solomon been the janitor with all his treasures spilled up the basement, Jim would have been pulled out his watch every time he passed it, just to see him pluck at his beard from envy. Listen carefully. Again, that having very long hair, Della having very long hair, again it is a shiny hairs. Listen carefully. So now Della's beautiful hair fell about her, rippling and shining like a cascade of the bronze water. It reached below her knee and made itself almost a garment for her. And then she did it up again nervously and quickly. Once she fluttered for a minute and stood still while a tear or two splashed on the worn red carpet. Listen carefully. Now Della stand up and seeing herself again. When she was standing again, the water is there in his eyes, in her eyes, and went her old brown jacket, and went her old brown hat with the wool of skirt, and within the brilliant sparkle still in her eyes, she fluttered out of the door and down the stairs to the street. Listen carefully. Now she stand up and wore a brown jacket. She wore a brown jacket and went to her old brown hat. Again, she wore a brown hat also, with the wool of skirt and with the brilliant sparkle still in her eyes. Listen carefully. The brilliant sparkle in her eyes also is there. She fluttered out of the door and down to the stairs to the street. Now she is moving towards the market, where she stopped. The sign read, Mem Sophoni hair goods of all kinds. Listen carefully. When she went to the market, so she stood near one market. That there is one board. What is the board of the market here? Ma'am Sophoni hair goods of all kinds. Listen carefully. That is a shop of all kinds of hairs is going to be sell and buy. One flight of Della ran and collected herself, panting, Madam, large to white, chilly, hardly look to the sofa. Listen carefully. She went to the shop. Again, she's standing there. Will you buy my hair? Asked Della. So she went to the shop owner, Sofani. She asked him the question, Will you buy my hair? Asked Della. Della asked to the shop owner, Will you buy my hair? I buy hair, said Madam. Madam said, the owner of the shop said, Yes, I buy. Take your hat off and let's have a sight at the looks of it. Listen carefully. That owner of the shop asked to Della, so remove your hat. I want to see your hairs. Down rippled the brown cascade. $20, said Madam, lifting the mask with the practiced hand. Listen carefully. So when the hat is removed, she saw the cascade hairs, the shiny hairs, the long hairs. Again, she decided that she want to buy that hairs for $20. What is the rate? She put that $20. Give it to me quick, said Della. So Della said to the owner of the shop, give me that amount. Oh, and the next hours, tripped by on a rosy wings, forget the hashed metaphor. She was going to the stores for Jim's present. Listen carefully. With the help of that amount, she keeping the $20. Again, she moving very fast to the markets to buy a gift to her husband. She found it at last. It surely had been made for Jim and no one else. Listen carefully. Finally, she went to different markets. She went to one shop to another shop. So finally, she reached a perfect shop to buy a gift to her beloved husband on a great Christmas Eve. There was no other like it any of the stores. Listen carefully. So this item which she was found, so that thing is not available in any other shop. That is the precious gift to her husband, and she had turned all of them inside out. It was a platinum fob chain. What is the gift here? Platinum fob chain. She went to different markets. She went to different places, but she liked it the most. What is the gift here? It is a platinum fob chain. Why? Because Jim having the golden watch means dial only golden again remaining